talking about countries every day for 195 days, but every day the country gets bigger. Day 193. And today we're heading to the very technological, freedom-loving, and McDonald's-eating North American nation of the United States of America. It is the third largest country in the world, with 3,796,742 square miles, or 9,833,520 square kilometers. It has a population of about 342.6 million people, and it is where the airplane was invented, being invented in 1903 by Orville and Wilbur Wright, who were inspired during their childhood by a little rubber band-powered helicopter, and after the death of their friend and fellow aviator Otto Lithenthal in a horrific glider crash in 1896, they set out to finally make man's dream of leaving the confines of the ground come true. And after years of work, endless tinkering, and 3 failed attempts at flying their Wright Flyer, Wilbur Wright became the first man in history to control a powered aircraft through the air, with his flight lasting about 59 seconds and covering over 850 feet. And ever since, the distances in the world have shrunk, commerce has increased, the economy has boomed, and people can hop continents now in the same amount of time it would take you to make a pot roast. The effect of this invention cannot be understated. Thank you, Wright brothers. The US is also where telephones, the internet, personal computers, email, GPS, light bulbs, the assembly line, the cotton gin, smartphones, microwave ovens, LEDs, bifocals, MRI, sliced bread, and video games were invented. The US is also the first country to land a human on another heavenly body, with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin being the first humans to ever walk on the moon, and yes, they really did land there. They landed there on July 20th, 1969, and spent a couple days on the surface doing science, and then returned back home. It is also where the world's first skyscraper was created. Being the Home Insurance Building in Chicago, it was designed in 1885 by William LeBaron Jenney, and although the building stood at a measly 10 stories tall, it was the first building in the world to utilize a metal skeleton to support its entire weight, as opposed to just each floor supporting the next. This paved the way for taller and taller buildings such as the Empire State Building and the Burj Khalifa. The US is also the only country in the world with all 5 major climate zones. Thanks to its many overseas territories and its stretching from coast to coast, it has polar, tropical, temperate, dry, and continental climates, giving it all 5 major climate zones. The US is also the world's largest producer of corn and oil, and the second largest producer of soy, electronics, and meat. The United States of America is a federal presidential republic, being led by President Donald Trump. Born on June 14th, 1946, he's been in office from January of 2017 to January of 2021, and ever since January of 2025. Their capital city is Washington, D.C., their official language is English, and for their currency they use the US dollar. And tomorrow we'll be heading just one short hop over the border north for our next country, so subscribe so you don't miss 194.